Hello, this is Rock Bottom Basics Guitar Lesson 0.5 and the title is The Blues Scale. So we looked at the C major scale in my last video before Christmas. And back down. And I'm going to say that all other scales are that one altered, with notes taken away, notes added, some notes sharpened or some notes flattened, or both. But now this lesson is going to jump forward from that basic scale of all music to a highly altered scale which has its origins in African music, and it's called the blues scale. And this is the go-to scale for making up solos, melodies and riffs in blues, in rock, metal, other kinds of music as well, reggae probably, jazz to some extent. So here is the blues scale, and I'm starting it on a G, so this is a blues scale in G. So here are the notes, G to G up to octave G. Okay. Now if we continue beyond that second G, here's the low G, here's the octave G. If we continue beyond that, the notes repeat, although the pattern on the fretboard doesn't look that similar. So I'm going to play all the way up. Here we go. As you can hear, it's very, very different than a major scale, and it's not the change of key from C to G that's done that. It's the intervals, and there are so many famous riffs based on the blues scale. For instance, I looked for a diagram of this first blues scale, which is a G major blues scale in the first position, online, and of course when you Google something you get lots of hits. Unfortunately a lot of them are actually wrong, and the ones that are not wrong, again a lot of them are smothered in information which you simply don't need at this stage and will confuse anybody. So here's one. Probably best if you get yourself a copy on paper somehow of this, and one of a C major, which is much easier to find online. Print them off and use them to look at while you practice getting your fingers to move and fret the notes in the right places. So that was me using the exact blues scale I've shown you now, and no other notes, to play a blues style solo with a bit of distortion on the amplifier, just to give you a flavour of the sort of thing that you can play. If you learn these two scales, you've gone a long way to learning to play the guitar. I will get to chords really soon, I promise, but for now, in terms of single notes, this is a really good start, and you can't practice them too much as a beginner. Now, sunglasses. Take a look at these two photographs. One is of Bootsy Collins, and another one is of Ian Hunter from the band Mott the Hoople. Look at them and realise that you are not yet cool. So that's the end of this lesson 0.5. Thank you very much for watching. If it seems like I'm giving you bits of a jigsaw without showing you the whole picture. If it seems like that, it's because it is like that. And there's no harm in that. That's how I learnt, and I think it's a good way to learn, rather than being overwhelmed with too much information, and rather than feeling like you've got a chore and you've got a long uphill slope ahead of you. Learn some cool stuff, and eventually the jigsaw will fit together, and I'll show you how it fits together as you progress, as we progress. Again, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you feel like it helps me out, and I'll see you at the next video. Okay, bye.